The role of effective questioning in evangelism cannot be overstated. Questions have a unique power to open doors that statements alone cannot. They invite others to think deeply, explore their beliefs, and reflect on their spiritual journey. Unlike a confrontational approach, thoughtful questions encourage a gentle unfolding of ideas, creating space for the Holy Spirit to work in their hearts. When done with empathy and intentionality, questioning fosters authentic engagement and trust, setting the stage for meaningful spiritual conversations. Questions create relational depth, showing the other person that you care about their thoughts and are genuinely interested in understanding them. This aligns beautifully with the principles of relational evangelism, where the goal is not just to share the message but to build a bridge of trust and respect. When people feel heard, they are more likely to open up and share, allowing for deeper connections and opportunities to point them toward the gospel. Strategic conversations that involve the right kinds of questions can move away from debates or confrontations and instead focus on discovery. Rather than pressing for immediate decisions, they gently lead individuals to explore the truth for themselves. This approach not only respects their autonomy but also fosters a more lasting impact as they internalize the gospel message. To maximize the effectiveness of questioning in evangelism, it's important to understand the different types of questions and how to use them. Clarifying questions, like asking, "What do you mean by that?" can help ensure that both parties are speaking the same language. Misunderstandings can often arise when terms or concepts are interpreted differently, and clarifying questions provide the opportunity to address these issues early. Probing questions go a step further, delving into the reasoning behind someone's beliefs. For example, asking, "How did you come to that conclusion?" invites them to think critically about their perspective, perhaps even revealing gaps or uncertainties they hadn't noticed before. These moments of self-reflection are fertile ground for meaningful dialogue. Leading questions gently steer the conversation towards spiritual truths without being forceful. For instance, asking, "Have you considered why faith might be crucial in finding meaning in life?" opens the door to discuss deeper topics in a natural and inviting way. Meanwhile, open-ended questions, such as, "What are your thoughts on spirituality?" encourage individuals to share their experiences and beliefs freely, fostering richer, more organic conversations. Socratic questions are another powerful tool, challenging assumptions in a way that stimulates critical thinking. For example, you might ask, "If morality is subjective, how do we determine what is truly right or wrong?" This type of question encourages the other person to examine the foundations of their beliefs and consider alternative viewpoints. Effective questioning goes beyond just knowing what to ask, it's about how you ask and engage. Intentionality is key. Each conversation should be approached with a focus on genuine connection rather than persuasion. Active listening plays a crucial role here. By paying close attention to the other person's responses, you can ask relevant follow-up questions that show you value their input and are committed to understanding them. Creating an inviting atmosphere where questions are welcomed is equally important. A non-judgmental attitude coupled with genuine curiosity encourages deeper conversations. A practical way to achieve this is by using the Columbo tactic, where you ask questions to gather more information and clarify their position, keeping the conversation open-ended. Personal experiences also play a role in effective questioning. Sharing parts of your journey can create a relatable entry point for the other person. For example, if they mention struggling with purpose, you might share how your faith gave you meaning, then follow up with a question like, "Have you ever felt that same kind of longing for something greater?" The types of questions you choose can lead to profound discussions about faith. Asking, What do you think happens after we die? Opens up a conversation about eternity. Questions like, what gives your life purpose and meaning, naturally lead to spiritual matters and the role of faith. Addressing struggles with questions such as, do you ever wonder why there is so much suffering in the world, invites honest dialogue about common doubts and can set the stage for discussing how Christianity provides hope and answers. Focusing on Jesus is another effective approach. Asking, have you ever considered who Jesus was and why he's still talked about today, provides an opening to discuss his life, teachings, and significance in history and faith.